Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome to the one and only Mount Panorama Motor Racing Circuit here in Bathurst, New South Wales. It is the Wheel-to-Wheel Premier League boys racing here for the first of the three Enduros for the Season 6 race. Joining me tonight in the commentary box is the one and only Zeedy. Good evening, Zeedy. How you going, mate?
Not too bad, Untouchables. How you going? How's things? How was your race?
Mate, I'm a bit tired after that race, mate. 28 laps, 29 laps around here surely really knocks you out, whether it's behind the sim rig or even out there in the real world, mate. I had a blast. And joining us as well on visuals is also the one and only Dodgy 86. Good evening, Dodgy.
G'day fellas, happy Bathurst Day. Yes, it is a happy coincidence that tonight we have ended up racing at Bathurst on Bathurst Day. It has been just one non-stop day at Bathurst. I hope you've enjoyed it.
Yeah, Wheel certainly on the up and up. Last week we supported the Formula 1 Grand Prix over at the Nürburgring, and this week we're supporting the supercars here at the Bathurst 1000. And why not do it with the Premier League boys as well, just to show them how good we are, and maybe one day we'll get a seat in the driving seat in the near future. Boys, it's the Premier League. Who have we got for tonight? Who's our pick for winning the race tonight? It's 29 laps around one of the toughest circuits here in Australia.
I tell you what, it's going to be a tough one. Very tough one. I haven't seen. There's fine moves now in number 7. He'll get up to the pointy end, definitely fine moves, but I think he's got a lot on his plate tonight. I wouldn't put it past Apex Humper. He's been pretty good at Bathurst, and Captain Lowside as well. I think I'd rather put on a trifecta tonight.
Oh yeah, I agree. Oh jeez. This is the difference between Div 1 and Div 2, guys. Jeez, as Speedy and Pure Axel absolutely blow by me. This is almost an embarrassment. But I have to agree, Captain, with the low side himself, has shown massive speed as these Speedy and Pure Axel go side by side. Jeez, also racing. And also, you can't forget like someone, that's breaking way too early. And you can't forget someone like Fine Moves as well. Apex Humper is another one, Pure Axel, who is I believe he's took out the championship last year for Wheel-to-Wheel for the Premier League boys. Is another one to watch. So yeah, that's a couple of guys to watch. I know Squid has a very close relationship with Bathurst as well, but looking at the top Premier team guys, I think only Fire Moves and Piper are the two previous champions from Wheel-to-Wheel. That's won Bathurst before, so keep an eye out for those boys.
Yeah.
And look, we should also mention there, before we get into too much more detail, it's a retro round as well. So the people that have chosen to reckon their best livery there for Bathurst, both past, present, and potential future. So the wing mirrors tonight, we usually would have the red wing mirrors and the blue wing mirrors on the cars. Some of them may have them on tonight, but just keep an eye out on the stream for your favourite livery tonight. Maybe we'll have a top 3 livery once the race finishes later on this evening.
Yeah, and just for those who might have joined in right at the start, that was just a test lap of a race. That wasn't our actual race. So for the guys cutting a bit sick out there and getting sideways and having a bit of a bump, they're just having a giggle and getting used to the track for the night, and we'll be leading into the qualifier shortly.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I'm not one of the Premier League guys, and as you can see, I don't have the skill or the pace to keep up with those guys. And of course, I was in that special Yeetle, which is a phenomenal car around Bathurst.
Yeah, Zeedy just giving the reps out to the boys in the commentary box. We may not have time to jump on and do a quick hot lap with Zeedy before they go into qualifying, because the boys are running a bit late here tonight because of some Div 2 shenanigans. But look, we've got there's corner names coming out of the wazoo: Hell Corner, Mountain Straight, Quarries Bend, Cutting, Griffin's Mount, Reed Park, Sulman Park, McPhillamy. The list goes on and on. Generally this is a timeless classic of a track, and And again, I just can't stress it enough. What more of a better way to run it than with some of the fastest boys here in wheel-to-wheel racing.
Exactly, and also we have this big shout out to Shane Big Van Gizmo for winning the Bathurst 1000, and also Holden departing. So it's good that Holden left out on a high note from Bathurst. A huge number of wins at Bathurst for the manufacturer. Shame that they're leaving supercars, but hopefully we'll see him again. And of course, me being a Holden boy, it was good to see Shane Van Giz taking it out for Holden.
Yeah, absolutely, and I believe that was the first for SVG as well. Well, not for his co-driver. I think that's a couple for his co-driver maybe, but yeah, SVG was definitely number one for him, so I'm sure he was happy as.
Yeah, it was number one. It was SVG. He's got 2 second place, one by 0.1, and last year he lost by 0.7. So to have that win, and then Tanda, that's his fourth. His co-driver was Tanda, that's his fourth win, and again all for Holden. So it was a great way for Holden to leave the supercars, and great way to see Van Giz absolutely claim his first Bathurst, even though he should have won Bathurst numerous times. Especially, I think in 2015, where a simple slip up in the pit. No, sorry, he stalled it in the pits.
Qualifying started, boys, by the way, but keep on with the story.
Yeah, so he stalled it. His car did not start in the pits, and he was absolutely demolishing it in 2014. And just didn't win, unfortunately, that year. So, guys, qualifying times. What are we looking at? Flossie, in that Viper did 1 minute 59 seconds, which is faster than what Waters did in the Bathurst qualifying. So, what do you expect to see, guys?
It's faster than the fastest GT3 time. I think he almost beat Lawrence Van Door as well. That's all getting under the 2 minute there a few years ago in an Audi R8.
Yeah, that's true.
Shame not to see any of the boys running the R8 tonight, but I'm looking no slower than about 201, 202. I think you'll see a lot of the boys get between that 202 and 201 mark. Fine moves will definitely hit a 159 flat for sure.
I'd like to see a 58 tonight. We'll see what happens. I'll tell you what, while we've got them all out on the track, guys, would you like to run through these excellent liveries, starting with low side? I'll let you take over. I'm on low side right now, so lead the way.
I actually don't know what low side's livery is. Do you know that one, Untouchables?
I actually don't as well, but he's still got the AlphaTauri logos running on there, so maybe it's another hybrid of the Red Bull. But yeah, I don't know that one. I will admit I'm not the biggest Bathurst fan. I do love the race every year. I just cannot remember the liveries for the life of me. But if we go back to position 2, we've got Dale Tex running. I think it's a 1980s Holden livery for Channel 9.
It was a Camaro.
It was a Camaro. Yeah, it was a Camaro 2009. That was a beautiful livery, and it actually looks really, really well on the BMW actually.
Yeah, suits the shape of the BMW really well. Position 3 got Speedy Tyres. He's running the title head sponsor, Super Cheap Auto. They're not our title sponsor, by the way. Title sponsor tonight is Racers. So this is the Racers Bathurst 1 hour. But Super Cheap have been a big sponsor for the 1000 for the last few years. Going back into position 4, we've got Apex Hunter. Again, I don't know what sort of livery that is, if anyone else
is from the Porsche, the Porsche Le Mans car. So he's running a Porsche Le Mans livery at the moment. Very fitting that he's in the price, and I think it's just a perfect livery for that Porsche. As we go back to Fine Move, of course, Fine Move running the Shell V-Power Mustang there for wheel to wheel.
Yeah, no, that's the Mustang. That is the Mustang. Mustang that everyone loves to hate.
Yeah, exactly. He's probably honing in on his Scotty McLaughlin at the moment, trying to set the fastest lap. drop to Oily in My Blood. I don't actually know that one, to be honest.
He did. No, I don't think he. Yeah, he hasn't gone retro tonight.
That's unfortunate. And same with the G, the Golden Mullet himself. Yeah, I think he's just left with his normal racing livery. Same with Will to Will Piper. This is one he usually runs weekend with that, which is always the Molly. The Molly
Godzilla. We'll call it the Godzilla tonight, just to give Piper a few extra seconds.
I'm a bit disappointed with the boys. Squid's running his usual one.
Squiddy the same as well with Ink. John Player there by Rexy.
That is a beautiful livery by
I
Rexy.
love the John Player special livery.
As we're going to see, as we cross the line with Captain
Lowside.
2:07
.7 already. They're not messing about. Speedy at 2:06, Apex at 2:06, 5 moves at 2:08, Oily with a 1.6, G-Force with a 3.1. They're not messing about. Pure Axle with a 0.6.
Wait for Adam. Ooh, Adam V10.
Adam.
That's slow for him.
Who's right
Just
at the
got to
back
wonder if
there?
he made a
Someone's
mistake. That Suit Lad, he's just come over with a 1.7, so the field at the moment in qualifying only spread out by about 3 seconds. So that's sort of the time, that's sort of the gap I was
so the
expecting.
top 3.03 seconds separates the top 3.
Here's the crazy thing though, Rexy's got the lead at the moment by
Yes.
8/1000ths of a second over Pure Axle, and then Pure Axle's only got 200ths of a second over Speedy Tyres.
Well, you got to, my Rexy, his tagline is correct tonight. The older he gets, the faster he gets, and he's showing up these young boys by absolutely blitzing it in that Beamer. That is a surprise. I wasn't expecting Rexy's as Oily just sends it down.
Well, that's done his lap. Ooh.
That's unfortunate for this slipstream game. Anyway, you don't win the race in qualifying, so look for him to come back later on the race.
Is anyone improving on the times at the moment?
I've just jumped onto the low side at the moment. We're going to watch him come through.
So Firemoose has got some purples at the moment. He's got purple in the first sector, green in the second sector, purple in the third sector. So
The low side comes across the line. He's up on top with the 2:04.
Yep. I knew he wouldn't stay down there long.
At the moment.
Jeez.
Oh, Speedy's got him.
2:03, Apex 2:03, Firemoose a 2:02. Firemoose is up the top at the moment with a 2:02. Still some fast guys yet to come through. Anyone else improving?
I thought the 2 would have been broken.
Adam V at 2:02. He goes up into where's that?
That brings Adam B to second place.
Second place.
What a crazy amount of times there.
Wow.
Jeez, next to nothing separating the top 4.
There's about 3.7 separating the field there, so look, this is going to be one hectic endurance race. Endurance races lately, they have been going from endurance races to pretty much flat sprints. Don't expect anything else tonight.
I think we should jump on to Squiddy. I think you had a bit of a disappointing qualifying there. I think
On with Squiddy.
turn 1. Yeah, jump on the Squiddy. Mid-pack there, I think is probably the way to watch it. Turn 1 is usually chaotic here at Wheels to Wheel Racing, so hopefully the Div 1 boys can show it how
They're
it's
off
done.
and racing. Wheel spin everywhere. Who's got the jump? Firemoose has got the jump at the moment. Getting to the first turn. He's going to own that corner. Speedy's in second. Looks like we've got Adam there in third. That's your top 3.
Looks
As they
like
come out of Hell Corner.
That was a nice move through Hell Corner. They held it very well. Very good racing from those guys.
and everyone's just looking for track positions. Rexy has gone on the inside of the Squid with Oily directly
this
behind
is
him.
going to be crazy going to Quarry.
Bit of a touch from Oily.
Squiddy's out.
Squiddy's out.
Yeah, I think if you got a replay with
And
that
who's
one.
that?
I'll see what I can do for you.
Yeah, jump. Oily. I think Oily did the bit of a touch there.
Talk us through it, mate.
Okay, let's see what we've got. We've got Oily. No, sorry guys, I've just missed it. When Squiddy's come back on, he has caused a bit of a fracas, but we just missed what happened to Squiddy there. So we're coming back live.
We'll jump back on board. We'll go towards the front. We'll come with Captain Lowside. It's a massive train right by currently happening at the moment over the cross of the mountain. This is really exciting to watch. Nice and clean. Just Fine Moves out in front, which is a position I don't think Fine Moves wants to be in, with that freaking Mustang being very, very thirsty. So I'm actually surprised to see Fine Moves out in front at the moment.
Watch the speed down Conrad here though. Throughout the week in practice, Conrad Straight's been the passing lane at the moment. The car behind gains at least an extra 10 k's an hour. But speed like he's going to make the move there. Looks like he's just going to sit there behind Fine Moves. So if Fine Moves wants to lose the lead, he's going to have to really give it up tonight.
Yeah, looking at Speedy, I think he's just short shifting just to save fuel. I think the biggest things for these races, especially Div 1 boys, is going to be wheels and fuel. They're going to be doing everything they can to save fuel, and like I think Speedy, I think it's a tactical advantage. Keeping Fine Moves out in front, they run very similar speeds at the moment, but keeping Fine Moves out in front, making him burn all the fuel, especially in that Mustang, and saving as much fuel every penny will definitely probably in the pits.
Squiddy's had another accident. He's now back out into 13th, so that's unfortunate for Squiddy.
Anyone saw what happened?
I missed that one. We were up with Fine Moves in the front of the pack, unfortunately.
That's alright.
Top three at the moment. We've got Fine Moves, Speedy, and Adam. We've got Fine Moves running the V-Power Mustang, Speedy in the super cheap Aston, and Adam V10 running the Shell liveried Lexus. God, that's Dickie Johnson, isn't it?
Sure is.
Correct.
Or Stephen. I think Stephen Johnson might have run that colour as well at one stage.
Yeah, I think so. But the top 5 separated.
Oh, low sides off, going into Skyline. He's held it.
It's dirty tyres. Oh, he's coming down this far. Oh, it's really close.
Wow, they've grouped up here. He's not giving him an inch.
Watch these four going down Conrad. They're going to go 4 wide. You can just see it.
But that Lexus does not have the legs. That Lexus does not have the. I think Pure Axle. I think
so. Pure Axle's going to have to move. Whether the Porsche
there it is.
Move as well. Got to watch the line coming through the chase here. You can get quite tight on the apex.
The Porsche actually did really well here for Bathurst, but I don't think he just has straight line speed.
Doesn't have it there just yet. Rexy's there, just watching and waiting for the crumbs. Behind that, we've got G-Force and Dale running too wide. Piper's going to go through the middle here. No, he's not. He thinks better of it.
Oh, that's 2 into Murray's. That usually doesn't come out as equal, but it did then.
Oh boy, 3 on that 3. I'm already exhausted.
Dude, there's actions everywhere with Adam V10 absolutely doing a flying of a lap. 2 minutes 0.987. That is a flying of a lap.
If we're seeing those sorts of times in race trim, we're definitely going to break under the hour mark tonight.
Oh, as
Fine Moves he's off to the side.
Just gets in the dirty stuff. It's again. I did that during my Divisional 2 race, and also Winkup did it in the Bathurst 1000. So it just shows you how easy it is to make a mistake coming up through the cutting.
The benefit of wheel to wheel is you don't lose your rear axle, so you can carry on.
Very much so, but that's unfortunate. But I think Fine Moves will actually be liking it to stick behind Adam V10 just to save fuel. I think it's for a tactical advantage. I think Fine Moves is actually just going to start just having that slipstream from someone who's about the same speed as him, and just using it to extend those fuel stops and to save every last drop.
And that's the benefit of a wheel-to-wheel endurance race. It's one race on the Sunday, and not the 3 that we usually have in the sprint race. But the one endurance race gives you plenty of time to make up those precious tenths that you lose in little accidents like that.
As we go right to the back of the table with Squidly and Sealad, Squidly is about to make a move to show the difference between the Aston and the Lexus. Easy over through Conrod Straight, makes an easy move coming down. I think Squid's a bit on recovery at the moment, but yeah, good pass, nice and clean. As Adam jumps into the pits.
Adam's in the pits. God, that's early. That's an early stop.
It is for the Lexus, very much so. I thought Fine Moves would have been the first one into the pits with the Mustang today. Because it is a thirsty beast.
Look, I've got an idea of what Fine Moves is going to run. I will not spoil it. It looks like we might have some problems with ZD. Hopefully he'll get back to us shortly. Look, I know the strategy Fine Moves is going to run. That Mustang, yes, it is thirsty, but it isn't. He'll be able to save some fuel there with the way he's driving the car at the moment. It looks like he might still have the slipstream there with speedy tyres there.
It would be very... Yeah, it'd be very clever of Fine Moves just to stick in behind someone and not use as much fuel. Save it for the last couple of stints to really put the hammer down. That way that Mustang will really come to the fore with him in it.
Yeah, you can really save some fuel going across the top of the mountain. Not so much the tyres. The tyres get their rest going down the Conrod Straight and up Mountain Straight. But yeah, you can definitely save some fuel across the top of the mountain, that's for sure.
Well, we're coming to the end of lap 4. They're coming into Conrod Straight now. So do you reckon we're going to see any pits now at lap 4, or are they all hanging out for lap 7 and 8?
Just having a quick scroll through the field. Tyres looks really good at the moment across the field. Pure Axle's looking the best at the moment. I think they'll go another lap. I think most of them will go another lap, and then they will pit. We'll see majority of the field pit in lap 5. You might see some of the boys down in the lower positions try and pit now. To try and
here goes Rexy. I just happened to be on Rexy and he's ducked into the pit, so one's gone in.
Yeah, I've got Dale as well. He's gone in as well. So look to these boys to try and get the undercut done on the guys that are racing with. And unfortunately with Bathurst here in GT Sport, the transit time here in the pit stop is not that long. Probably about 15-20 seconds as we see ZD jump back in to the server. Let's see if we can get him back into the commentary box.
Yeah, I'm back here, sorry.
He's back.
I had a little bit of technical difficulty as I'm still in the loading page, but yeah, I'm back just waiting to jump into the room. So yeah, comment away. Did I miss on much? What's been the highlight so far?
We're starting to see pit stops play out at the moment. We've had... who was it who came in before? We had one of the Lexuses come in on the end of lap 3. Dale and Rexy have come in on lap 4, so we should see the majority of the field come in on lap 5.
It was Adam V10 that come in early on lap 3.
That's it, V10. So where's he popped out at the moment? He's in 10th at the moment, so he's actually lost out to Rexy.
Yeah, Rexy did pit and come out in front of him, so he must have been something wrong there. Or Rexy's only done a tyre and not fuel or something.
Yeah, he must have, because his fuel gauge is still relatively empty, and V10 looks like he's filled up for another few laps. So Rexy's done the job there and jumped him. Whether this tank can last a stint or not, we'll find out later on. We're
on with speedy tyres at the moment. That Aston should go at least another lap. We'll see what he does. He's at the pit entry now. No, he's passed it.
Going another lap. Fine Moves does the fake. He's going another lap as well. Pure Axle as well there. He's also going another lap.
Apex Humper's in.
That's interesting because the Porsche is usually fairly good on its tyres, so I would have thought he'd gone another lap as well. But
I think the fighting up that he's had so far would have burnt out his tyres a little bit. And he just came in for tyres and he's out again. So I think Apex Humper can go 10 laps. I think he's... Or was it 10 laps?
Apex Humper has come out into a huge pack at the moment, back there in
that's not
8.
That's not going to benefit him whatsoever.
Not at all.
I don't know, guys. Like he is running like he's only on 50% fuel. Like,
Oh, there goes G.
Who's that?
G-force.
G-Force.
Can we get a replay on that one?
Let's see what I can do there.
He's definitely spun that on the inside ape, on the inside
and he's left.
Oh, and he's gone as well.
Oh, we've lost him.
That's unfortunate. Oh, to see that, especially in the Premier League.
He could have had an issue that made him go. It's not usually like G to disappear like that.
But yeah, like I was saying before, that that inside curb there on Quarry Bend, it's easy to spin on there. The rear tyres just spin up and they just send you around, arse around. So Apex is not doing too bad here going down the mountain. It is really only one line from Quarry Bend right through to Forest Elbow. So he's done pretty well to keep on the back here of Oil.
Well, let's see if he's got that. Let's see if he's got the power to overpower that Chev right there. I know he's in the slip.
I wouldn't have thought the Porsche did.
We'll have to see coming. He doesn't actually. No, he doesn't. He's just there.
He's struggling to actually keep speed as well with Oil. As we see, everyone's down popping into the on lap 6. We've got Speedy's in, Fine Merger's in, Pure Axle's in, Low Side's in, Piper's in, Oil's in. I know Oil's not in.
No, they didn't.
Oil's running another lap.
That's for that Corvette.
That's
wow.
Not to benefit Apex at all whatsoever. Apex, Rexy, and Adam are all getting held up here by Oil. Watch everyone pop out the pits in front of them all. So you see them there just in the foreground. Speedy and Firemoves have gotten out in front. The biggest loser of that so far is Pure Axle. He's now down in 7th. Pure Axle's not going to like that one bit whatsoever. This is a massive line we're following at the moment.
Yeah, I think Speedy and Firemoves will break away from everyone else behind Oily. I think Oily's just a little slower compared to everyone else there, but he's just creating this massive chain behind him.
Fine Moves looks hungry there on Speedy's tail.
Yeah, he sure does. I think Fine Moves is just happy to sit behind him. I'm pretty sure Fine Moves is just going to sit there and just buy time.
And the wall before Reed Park. He's definitely holding up this field now. Apex, Rexy, Adam and Pure Axle, they're not going to like this at all whatsoever. As we see them too wide across the skyline. Apex thinks better of that.
Jeez, that was a ballsy move.
Do we think Oil's playing rear gunner, playing Bottas for Fine Moves here? I know there's been chat in the Discord over the last week or two about what the go is with playing rear gunner, but do we think Oil is playing rear gunner for Fine Moves?
Are they on the same team though?
I think, yeah, they are. I think Oil is struggling on those tyres because he didn't go in the lap before.
Yeah, I think he's running a bit long here. As you see,
there you go.
Porsche's got the run down the inside, and he's got the move done there, nice and easy in the braking zone.
Oil should go in now.
He definitely should. He's
lost it.
He's run it wide.
Yeah, he's missed the pit too.
Oh,
I hope he's got enough fuel.
He'll have the fuel, but the tyres will be gone now.
Can we get a replay of that?
We had it on screen, boys. It was all followed.
He's just run a bit wide on the curbing and he's just touched the grass, and that's just sent him across to the other side. Bit unfortunate for Dale, one of the earlier pitters. He hasn't really benefited too much from the early stop. He's got low side right up him. Looks like low side's only just come out of the pits, or is it on his second lap at the moment, because low side's got no tyre wear there as he tried for a move around the outside down in the bend, but that didn't stick at all.
Yeah, Dale or ZD2, my brother from another mother there, holding off Captain, but Captain is probably buying his time. I know that the Beamer isn't that fast down Conrod, and I think that's where Lowside will be setting up. It's coming off the mountain, just keeping his twist over Skyline, through the S's, through the Dipper, and then through Forest Elbow, and just getting that nice run and then getting him on Conrod straight.
We're nearly a third of the way there, and the top three at the moment is Speedy Tyres, Fine Moves and Apex. We've still got Oily yet to pit. I'm pretty sure everyone else has gone through in the pits now, so it's going to be interesting to see how the strategy plays out for the rest of the night.
I think we jump on this battle coming down Conroy Straight. It's Dale and Captain there. Dale got a good run out of Forest Elbow out there, and I don't think Captain is strong enough, but he does have that slip. Coming down into the chase, side
here
by
he comes.
side. That Lexus is a brick going through the wind there, so brakes.
Rexy's and Pure Axle were too wide throughout the chase. Rexy was trying to make a move around the outside, that didn't stick, or Pure Axle made the move down the inside. I don't think we're going to get a replay of that, but
Did I just see Oil still out?
Yep, Oil is still out. So we jump into that. We jump into that battle between Rexy and Pure Axle at the moment. Oil is just two positions there, as Rexy just runs a little bit right through Hell's Corner there.
I've got to wonder what the strategy here is for Oil. Everyone's gone in and pitted early to keep the fresh tyres, keep the momentum. Oil is running very long. I haven't pushed for 9 laps in the Chevrolet myself, but he's running very long. His times are still quite steady though, around the 202s, and he's just hit the 203s now, so whether he's playing the game of less pit stops, but again the pit stop time here around Bathurst isn't that long. So
Rexy's a bit squirrely through those corners.
Yeah, he is.
That Beamer must be... You're right.
Yep, go ahead.
I was going to say that Beamer must be due for a new set of shoes shortly. He's pretty clean driver usually. He's not usually all over the place, so it must be time for a pit.
He's definitely running the oil rag dry, that's for sure. Look for him to be in the pits this time by.
Yeah, I think he's just buying his time behind Pure Axle, and then you got Adam V10 who wants to make that move. I think coming down through Conrod Straight, I think there was going to be a move on Rexy, but Rexy isn't an old dog. He knows all the tricks, so it'll be actually to see what happens.
Adam's a bit far back.
Just have a look at the top two at the moment. The fuel difference between Speedy tyres and Fine Moves is absolutely massive. Speedy's still got he's gone maybe a few clicks just under half, and Fine Moves has just hit the quarter tank mark. So there's going to be a lot there that Fine Moves needs to find if he's going to take top honours tonight.
As we see Rexy and Adam V10 going into the pits, picking up new shoes and fuel. Rexy running that stint very long.
Who else is in the pits at the moment? With
Oily for the very first. Oily's in the pits.
There we go, and Dale as well. He's in the pits now as well. So it'd be interesting to see what Oily does here. Whether he fills it up and goes for another 9-lapper. Looks like he is.
As we see Piper and low side, Piper alongside coming up and does just a lovely move there.
Oily ends up out in the back of the field. He's behind Suit Lad, so I would have to say that's going to be a very big net loss for Oil.
Yeah, not going all the way actually, Oily. I'm surprised. I know Oily's very good with his tyres, but a different strategy. I'll give him that.
A very different strategy. As we'll quickly scroll through the top 5 at the moment. Speedy Tyres is leading the way. He's got about 2.5 seconds over Fine Moves in second place, who again has about 2.5 to 3 seconds behind Apex Humper in third with that Porsche. Both Apex and Pure Axle run wide down to Forest Elbow.
I think we'll just stay on this battle at the moment. As a neck and neck
down the inside, he's going to have the legs over the Porsche. It will pick up a bit of the slipstream here, but I don't think he's going to have the legs just coming into the chase.
Yeah, and I think also Apex Humper has to have pull into the pits. I don't think he has enough fuel for another lap there, so as he breaks a little bit later than...
I would be very surprised if he's got enough fuel for another lap there. He's running on an oily rag as well himself.
Yeah, there we go.
Time will tell.
There we go, just easy, pulls it in there. Brakes late,
Fine Moves is in the pits as well.
So as we keep on going through, we've got Will Piper and the captain coming through start finishing line right now. They'll probably lead from, and Squid doing a massive recovery, also setting the fastest lap 2 laps ago in 6th place at the moment. So yeah, shout out to
Good on
Squid.
Squiddy there. He had a horrible start and a horrible few laps to come back and set the fastest lap of the race so far with 2-minute .8. God, these
Fine Moves boys has come right out at the head of this pack at in 3rd position, and it's been a battle all up Mountain Straight. They're wheel to wheel. Is it low side behind Fine Moves? No, it's Piper.
Piper then low side. So look for Piper just to stick behind there. He might make a move down Conrod. Low side as well. He's just going to watch and wait for the crumbs to come through.
Yeah, I don't know, because that GDR is quite strong around Bathurst. I think low side has a bit of a disadvantage being the Lexus, but I know some of the boys in the Lexus have run a really great time at the moment. So it'd be interesting to see who comes better off. But with someone like Fine Moves out in the lead like that, and the power of the
Yeah, must apologise at the moment, folks. We seem to have lost sound. Doing what I can to get the streaming device back online to get the sound happening. So just give us a few minutes. I'll leave you on with Fine Moves while I try and fix this issue.